Mary Miller's granddaughter once asked her, "Grandma, why do you smell funny?" Her mother tried to comfort her child by saying, "Oh, it's just her scent." But Mary, who is 68 years old, was hurt by what was said. Taking care of her own hygiene had always been very important to her. Mary asked her granddaughter to hug her, but the granddaughter got up from her lap and wrinkled her nose instead. That night, Mary hid under her blanket and cried so hard she couldn't stop. "Hey there, my name is Dr. Jerry Atkins and I am 77 years old. More than 10,000 seniors like Mary have used my services and been helped. I'm going to tell you something interesting today that you may not have heard before. Have you thought about this before? There will always be an open seat next to you on any bus. Your granddaughters might not want to sit close, or your daughter-in-law might be opening the window all the time. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss any of my tips. Listen on to find out why. Before we begin, I want to thank you for choosing to spend this time with me. At the end of this video, I'll be sharing a quiet insight, one that's helped many feel more centered and hopeful, especially in later chapters of life. If you find meaning in these reflections, please like, subscribe, and tap the notification bell so we can keep walking this journey together. And if you're here with me now, I'd love to know. Just type in the comments, "Wisdom grows with me." It's a beautiful way to show you're here and still growing. What about the way old people smell? Have you ever thought about it? I also have it. I found something really interesting after talking to thousands of seniors. My name is Dr. Jerry. People over 60 don't mind most of the time, although the people right next to them do. What a sad story this is. Their families never tell them anything because adults are too nice or too shy to speak up. Let's look at George Carter. A friend of his son's commented, "Whoa, that old guy's smell is strong," despite his daily showers and meticulous housekeeping. This made George feel very sad. After that, whenever his grandchildren came to visit, he would hide in his room because he was too ashamed to face them. Do you notice a pattern? You might be asking yourself, is that me? But don't worry, if you watch the whole video, I'll show you a great way to solve the problem. Scientists have found that both our bodies and our sense of smell change as time goes on. This is totally normal and has no reason to happen. You don't have to put up with it, though. People will never say bad things about you again if you see this whole thing. No more comments like, "Does this old person smell bad?" Children are the best observers because they are honest. "Dr. Jerry, my grandchild won't sit on my lap anymore," Betty Davis, 65, told me as tears filled her eyes. What should I do? My heart was broken. I did research and helped people for 50 years, and I found a secret that you, like most people, don't know about. Just wait for me, and I'll tell you everything. Do you agree with me? A quick wash in 2 key spots can get rid of 90% of that musty old smell in just 3 minutes. At least 1,000 of my patients have told me that this strategy works. It's even helped them get closer as a family. This is very important. Thank you for your support. If you believe these life-changing tips could help other seniors, please like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. Let's go. I met Frank Wilson last week. He is 88 years old. He told me, "Dr. Jerry, I spray expensive perfume on myself, but my son still runs out of my room and opens the window. It hurts, you know." I had to be honest with him. Frankly, cologne is not good enough. Putting perfume on a stinky sock is like that. Adding it to the smell only makes it worse. A lot of older people do this. They put on a lot of deodorant or cologne when they feel like something is wrong. That's not the answer, though. And the windows still fly open. It changes the smell of old people to smell like old people plus flowers. We need to deal with the real issue. So where does that smell come from? It's not just getting old or not taking baths. In fact, there is science behind it. Let me explain it to you. 3 big things change in our bodies as we get older. Start by sweating. You sweat about a quart a day when you're young. It gets rid of toxins like a built-in cleaner. It drops to less than half after age 60, though. It would be great to sweat less, right? Not at all. When you sweat less, more gunk stays on your skin and feeds bacteria that smell bad. That's why Mary Clark, 71, asked me, "I barely sweat. Why do I smell?" Robert Evans, 73, said, "I used to sweat a lot and hated it. Now it's gone, and I thought that was good. It turns out that it was bad." He's right. Less sweat means more stink. Second, our skin makes something oily called sebum. It changes as we age. Old sebum and young sebum are not at all the same. For people over 50, this chemical called non-enol starts to show up in sebum. It's what's giving off that sneaky old person smell. I've been studying this for 30 years, and by 70, it goes up a lot. People notice it because it looks like oxidized fat that young people don't have much of. Third, the shape of your mouth changes. Over half of your saliva is lost after age 60. Saliva is like a superhero for your mouth. It keeps things fresh and kills germs. It's dry in the mouth, there are more bacteria, and you have bad breath. It's so dry in my mouth that I can smell it when I talk. I can't get close to my grandchildren. I have to stay away. That's the low saliva thing I talked about. That's right, even though you shower every day, put on cologne and brush your teeth, the smell is still there. Why? I talked about those 3 changes in the body. The good news is that it's easy to fix. You just haven't been noticed the right places. Leave a 1 in the comments to let me know you're here if you like what you're seeing so far. And if you haven't already, click that button and set the alarm to subscribe. Because of your help, these tips will keep coming to seniors like you. Let's keep going. Skip this part if you don't want to waste more time and money on things that don't work. But wait, I'll show you a quick fix. It will start to make a difference in a week. Follow these easy steps that really work to get rid of that old age smell. If you keep reading, your family will treat you very differently in just 1 month. People always ask me, Dr. Jerry, can you really get rid of that smell? And I always tell them that they can, but they have to do it the right way. Take 75-year-old James Parker. My grandchildren avoid my room, and my son keeps airing it out, he told me when he was feeling down. 6 months after following my advice, he was beaming from ear to ear. You too can have, now my grandkids climb on my lap again. It's like magic. There's no need for fancy stuff from the store. It starts at home. After 50 years of study, I now have a method that helps 97% of my patients. First, make sure you drink enough warm water, just water. Folks ask, yep, it's like a broom for your body, sweeping out toxins through pee. Start with 1 glass of warm water every morning. It seriously cuts that smell. Adams, 72, said, at first I wasn't into it, but after a month I loved it. Now I miss it if I skip, and my grandkids say I smell nice. Try 6 glasses a day. Not able to remember? 1 glass when you wake up, 1 before lunch, 1 after, 1 at 3 p.m., 1 before dinner, and 1 before bed. It will stay if you set times. Also, do you want tea or coffee? They don't matter. If you have extra water, add it to your coffee because it dries you out. Step 2, go for short walks in the sun. People say, I'm old, it's hard to work out. Don't worry, I'm not talking about marathons, just short walks. It can do a lot to walk outside for 20 minutes in the sun. When you go for a walk, you sweat out just the right amount of toxins. The sun kills bad bacteria on your skin. Do not bake in the sun before 10 a.m. or after 4 p.m. while it's still soft. The first few days were rough for Fred Taylor. He could barely walk. His doctor told him to walk for 10 minutes every day, and now he's fine. He only has to huff a little. Third step, take a warm shower every day. People tell me, it's cold in the winter. Taking daily showers is hard. I get it, but it's important to wash. It gets rid of dirt and germs on the skin. Take it easy. Don't use very hot water. This harms your skin's natural defense and can make smells worse. Keep it warm. 100 to 104 degrees Fahrenheit is great. Take a 20-minute soak in water that is 100 degrees Fahrenheit once a week. Soap opens your pores, gets rid of deep dirt, and makes your skin smoother. People tell me that after that soak, they can't smell as good. Follow these 3 rules. Drink water, go for walks, and take showers. That old age smell will go away quickly. But here's the big secret. Scrub 3 important spots when you shower. Most people don't go there because they hide 90% of the smell. First, work on the folds of skin in the neck, armpits, under the breasts, navel, groin, behind the knees, and on the elbows. A lot of older people, especially those with weak necks and ears, brush right past these creases, even though they hold sweat and germs. Doctor, Jerry, it's crazy. I've showered for years but never scrubbed my armpits and chest like you said. Now the smell is gone, and my grandson hugs me. Scrub gently with a soft cloth or loofah. Don't rub too hard, or you'll hurt your skin. Second, take care of arms, chest, and scalp that are hairy. When it comes to your head, hair holds on to sweat and oily sebum. When you shampoo, give your head a good rub. For men with chest or belly hair, lather it up with soap or body wash, as Tom Harris, 62, told me. Doc said to massage my scalp while washing my hair. I did, and the head stink is way less. My grandkid even pats my head now. Clean it well and let it dry completely. Third, don't forget to wash your feet between your toes and your palms. These places make a lot of sweat and can quickly smell bad. Because feet are in shoes all day, they are a great place for bacteria to grow. It smells like that and gets into your clothes. John Miller, 68, said, "Man, my feet smelled bad. I scrubbed between my toes, dried them well, and then put on socks. The smell is gone, and my daughter-in-law stops making faces in my room now. Wash your feet well, dry them well between your toes, and wear cotton socks. To get rid of air, switch them out every day and wear different shoes. To get to the back, get a brush or cloth with a long handle. Shirts that are wet with sweat can smell bad, so scrub that back too. Do not use hot water. Instead, use warm water. It's not good for your skin to be in hot water because it can make smells worse. Use mild soap that doesn't smell too strong." Mary Johnson, 71, told me, "I didn't think simple things would work, but when I tried them, bam, they did. Now my grandchildren sit on my lap while we watch TV. It's so fun. Put on lotion after you shower." In the winter, skin that is dry and flaky smells worse. Take a 20-minute soak in a 100-degree Fahrenheit bath once a week. It breaks up deep gunk. Dry off, put on lotion, and you're good to go. Do not wait. If you don't do this, you'll bother people around you and lose your spark. Today, scrub those 3 spots I told you about. In a week, your family will notice. Next, we'll talk about tips for food and living life. Patients always ask, "Dr. Jerry, what else do you do besides wash?" I answer, a lot. When you eat, you smell very differently. If you like this, leave a 2 in the comments. If you haven't already, click the button and the bell to subscribe. With your help, these tips will keep coming. Betty Carter is 62 years old. "I love garlic. Is that my smell?" Garlic might give a quick whiff, but that's not the point. In the long run, it's all about antioxidants, a fancy word for a simple fix. They slow down aging, and that smell comes from getting older. That kind of food, like tomatoes, apples, strawberries, buckwheat, and brown rice, fights it from the inside out. Vitamin C-rich foods that are red or purple are the best. Paul King, 79, said, "Doc told me to eat an apple and a tomato every day. 2 months later, my granddaughter said, 'You don't smell anymore.' In fact, garlic can also help. When broken down, it kills bacteria. A daily dose of 1 or 2 cloves is good for you and gets rid of bad smells. Second, snack on vegetables and fruits that are watery, like watermelon, pears, and tomatoes. They get rid of waste by peeing." Mary Miller, 68, said, "Every day for 3 months, I ate half a cucumber and a tomato for my health. People say I don't smell. Can't eat that much? Put it in a blender. A daily smoothie will get rid of that old age smell. Third, make sure your mouth stays clean. It's good to brush your teeth 3 times a day, but it's not enough. Rub your tongue. Bacteria hides there and makes breath smell bad. It's not a toothbrush job. Pick up a cheap tongue scraper at the drugstore." Linda Parker, 73, said, "At first I couldn't stand to scrape, but now I can't help it. It makes my breath smell so good." Chew sugar-free gum with xylitol for 10 minutes after each meal. It makes you salivate more, fights bad breath, and keeps cavities away. Fourth, drink coffee less. They dry you out and make smells worse. Acetaldehyde, a smelly chemical that comes out of alcohol, seeps out in sweat. Carter, 71, said, "I was a whiskey guy, drank a bottle a day. That was my smell. Switched to barley tea, and in a month it's way down. Love coffee? Drop to 1 or 2 cups, then add water or barley tea. Booze, cut back or quit. Fifth, eat enough fiber. Leg cramps make body odor worse. Toxins got into the blood again through stuck waste and left the body through the skin. It can't happen with brown rice, whole grains, fruits and vegetables, and fiber-rich foods. Oats or brown rice in the morning will help your bowels move. Margaret Evans, 77, shared, "Constipated my whole life. Started brown rice and soup for breakfast, it's gone. And weirdly, my body smell dropped too." Do not begin now, or you will waste money on costly fixes that will not help. Just change a few things about how you take care of your mouth and body. A big difference. These habits not only make you smell better, but they also help you stay healthy so you can live a long, healthy life. Start now. After that, I'll talk about how to take care of clothes and gear. Pay attention to the end. Do all of these things today. There will be a clear change in 1 month. Lastly, clothes and other things have a big effect on how old you smell. It's clean in the shower, but smelly clothes or bedding make it unpleasant. Look at this. First, change your clothes and underwear often. Wear it once, then wash it. Gear that is wet with sweat and sebum feeds bacteria that make things smell bad, especially in the summer. Make more changes. Robert Harris, 72, said, "I used to save laundry and wear things 3 or 4 days. Doc said to swap every day, it smells so much better. Underwear should be changed every day, and cotton is best. Stop sweating and let your body breathe. When you sweat in synthetic underwear, the smell gets worse. If you can, dry them in the sun. The sun naturally kills germs. When it rains, let clothes dry completely before putting them on. Do not forget to wash the bedding often. Every night you sleep 8 hours. Pillows and sheets get stinky because sweat, sebum, and skin flakes build up on them. Wash once a week and dry in the sun if you can. If you have oily or flaky skin, change your pillowcases more often." Linda Parker, 75, said, "Washed sheets once a month. Doctor said once a week. It felt like a hassle. Now it's routine. Room doesn't smell. Every year or two, replace old pillows and blankets. It smells bad because bacteria and mites build up. Third, take good care of your socks and shoes. They pick up foot smell, which changes your whole mood. Change your socks every day. Cotton is best. Switch between 2 or 3 pairs of shoes so they can dry. Put baking soda inside to get rid of the smell. 4, make sure rooms are well aired often. Paul King, 69, said, "Wore one pair forever. Doctor said switch, change socks daily, foot smells down. My grandkid doesn't wince in my room now. A long-lasting indoor smell grows. Twice a day, for 10 minutes in the morning and at night, open the windows. It gets better with fresh air. The bathrooms and kitchens smell worse, so let in more air. Putting baking soda in the bathroom really gets rid of smells." The 71-year-old said, "Hated cold, rarely opened windows. Doc said twice daily. Chilly and annoying at first. But the air is so different. My daughter-in-law doesn't fling them open now." Here's the deal. That old age smell comes from a lot of little things, like not eating right, skipping showers, not drinking enough water, letting clothes and bedding get stinky, and having oily skin that turns smelly. But it's really simple to fix. A daily 6-cup warm water drink, 20-minute walk in soft sunlight, and scrub 3 key areas: skin folds, hairy spots, and sweaty bits. For antioxidants, eat healthy foods like fruits, vegetables, and garlic. Clean your teeth and tongue. The sheets should be washed once a week, and the underwear should be washed every day. And let fresh air into your rooms twice a day for 10 minutes each time. Doesn't cost much. Begin right now. There are no fancy tools or hard steps involved, just simple changes to your daily routine. Getting rid of that smell isn't just about smell, it's also about feeling better about yourself and healthier. It makes you feel better, brings you closer to your family, and makes you more social. Don't let smell keep you from cuddling with your grandchildren or feeling alone. Margaret Adams, 62, said, "I did what you said for 6 months, and now my grandchildren sit on my lap while they watch TV and kiss and hug me. Thanks, Dr. Jerry, for bringing back that joy." You can feel that too. Start now. Please like, subscribe, and share this with people who need it if it helped you. I'm going to keep giving you life-changing advice. Thanks a lot. There you have it. Now you know how to get rid of that old age smell and boost your confidence. I hope you like these ideas and think you can do them. What did you learn? It could be cleaning those spots, drinking more water, or letting some fresh air into the room. Leave it in the comments. What are you trying? Thanks for the tips. Thank you for spending this time with me today. If something you heard brought you peace or stirred a new thought, I'd be honored if you'd subscribe and click the bell so we can continue growing together. And if you're feeling inspired, I invite you to type in the comments. My wisdom is still unfolding. Your voice matters. It lights the way for others too. And if someone in your life could use this message, please consider sharing this video. A small act of kindness can ripple far beyond what we see. Until next time, take gentle care.